If you got cracked, rotting, broken boards on your house, this video is going to show you how to fix that and make it look new again. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm going to show you guys how to repair rotting wood when you don't want to replace that whole board, especially for you homeowners who don't want to call somebody who's going to charge you $400 to replace a little piece of wood. I'm going to show you guys how to fix that, and let's do this. You got rotting wood over here. As you can see, my hand can go through it. First step is to remove all the rotting sections. Guys, what's going on? Okay, so I'm gonna remove any of this like old paint. I just bought this house and I noticed this, and I've done this many times, so it works great. Lasted over 10 years on a previous job I did, so no complaints. We are going to use liquid nails, interior, exterior. Just make sure if you're doing it outside that yours says exterior. This stuff is made to last years and years and years on an exterior environment. All right, so next we are going to start putting this application in. Let me zoom in for you guys. All right, so this stuff will want to, because it's such a big hole, it's going to want to glob out. I may use something to put up against it just to keep that shape, maybe a piece of wood or something like that. Now, if you don't have a big hole like I have, you're not gonna have to do this because it's not gonna wanna drip out. I wrapped a piece of wood with wax paper. The reason I'm using wax paper is because I don't want this board to get stuck to this wall. The only thing that's gonna get stuck to this wall is the wax paper. I just pulled the board off. It's still wet over here a little bit, but I'm gonna hit it with one more coat. I'm able to just hit it and not have to put the piece of wood back on, wait for it to dry. A couple more applications, you guys get the idea what's going on here. Stuff is getting back to normal and looking like new, like a solid piece of wood. That looks great. So you guys get the idea. Once this is dry and it stops shrinking, then you paint it and you got a solid piece of rubber. You didn't have to replace that hole. And now wood's expensive. That's probably a $40 piece of cedar right there. And it cost me less than probably $5 in caulk tubes. I just had a new roof put on this property, and I want to show you guys, this is how the roofers left it. So I'm gonna go up there, show you guys how I clean this out, fix any problem that's going on, whether it's deep or just slightly on the surface, which that one is probably slightly on the surface. We'll see when we get up there. Now, if the whole board is rotted, you would definitely replace the whole board. It's not worth your time. But if you got a little bit of problem and you don't want to deal with hours and hours and tons of money on repairs, this is a quick fix and it works great. I'm up here. It's a little bit rotted. It's doable where it's still tough. When I push on it, it's still very tough, but it has some rotting. Remove the rotting and I'm gonna scrape all this up. I don't have a tripod where I can record this for you guys, and I'm up on a roof about 20 feet high, so I'm not trying to break a leg. But I will show you step by step as I go on. I got it all prepped, meaning that I got it clean and blown away. So right that area, I have it blown away. This section here, it's really hard to record this up here for you guys, just to show you guys this video. So, all right, so I got some on here. I put a big glob in there and it started to drip down. So make sure that you can keep an eye on this, especially if it's gonna be dripping down like that, or else you'll have to cut it off with like a razor blade or something, the excess. But this is step one right here. As it dries on a thin surface like this, you can hit all 3 coats within probably an hour. It's just windy outside, nice and dry. Over here I had lots of loose paint, and this is where water falls and hits there, so you really need to make sure you just don't put this over it. You want to remove all loose debris. All this dry up. I'm gonna get the piece needed to fill in there, and I'm gonna hit it with another coat for you guys so you guys can see what's going on. I wanted to show you guys how I captured the shape of the piece needed. So it might look a little bit sloppy, but it's gonna come out perfect again. And for all the people who are gonna talk crap about what's going on here, my question to you is, what are you doing searching YouTube for a how-to video? That's my question to you, if you're so smart. All right, so that's the shape we're gonna capture. You guys can see I got the shape right there. I'm gonna take this down there and I'm gonna cut a piece of wood that looks just like that, and we're gonna put that in there. Make sure to use a treated wood if it's outside, or cedar. Let this dry up, see how it shrinks, hit it with one more coat. So I waited about a few days, maybe it was 4 days, and you could see it's almost perfect. There's the next coat. I only used red so it would really stand out for you guys, so you guys could see what's going on, but now I use the tan one. You can see what's going on. It's looking real nice and solid. Once this is painted, it's gonna look like some rough saw cedar. This will last about probably 15 years or 20 years, instead of every 3 years me coming up here and replacing this board of wood because water runs right down here and rots it. I'm not dealing with that. If this video helped you out in any way, all I ask is you give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Take care.